In this next video, we're going to learn how to use one of the features of Expect Referrals that really takes using this software to the next level in customizing your program, and that's the customized form fields. Go to the dashboard and once again click on Manage My Program. And in the sub-navigation, we see Customized Form Fields. Again, you've got to be in the right plan in order to use the customized form fields. But we're going to go ahead and click that. And what the Customized Form Fields feature allows you to do is enable, disable, add to, and require certain fields on both the customer sign-in page as well as the sharing page. Now first we have the customer sign-in page called the customer form. These fields right here, first name, last name, email address, and password, they're required, and they're required by our system. So they're automatically there. They're grayed out. You cannot modify them or make them unrequired. The rest of the fields are also defaulted: address, city, state, zip, and someone's birthday. And they're enabled, but they're not required. So if you'd like them to become required of your customer to fill out, you can click the required button. Or if you actually don't want them to show it all, you can remove it. Let's say you don't want the birthday. Let's just remove the birthday. It doesn't remove the field itself, but it does disable it from your customer sign-in page. Now let's say we want to add some fields. Maybe we want it, since we've been setting up our Fusion Gym site as we've been going through these videos, one of the things we'd like to ask our customers are they happy with the class schedule that is offered at our gym? So let's go ahead and add a field, and let's ask the question: are you satisfied with our class schedule? Now you've got an option whether you'd like the input to be an open input text box, a drop-down, multiple choice, radio buttons, or that birthday, which we've already disabled, so we're not going to use that. Let's go ahead and make it a radio button. Now we've got to put what our choices are. So we're just going to say yes or no. Something to remember that we're separating our choices by a comma. So if you need to put answers in there that are numbers, like 1,000, 2,000, make sure not to put a comma in your numbers. Otherwise, it will separate them where that comma is. We'll go ahead and click Save. And our form fields have been added. Now it automatically adds them as enabled and required. Now if you don't want to require the person to answer this information, but you just wanted to have it there, then just unclick the required button like that. If you change your mind and you decide that you don't want to have that custom form field, then you can just delete it. Let's go ahead and add one more. Let's add, what do you think of Fusion Gym? Since they are our customer, now let's go ahead and just leave that as an open text box. And let's click Save. And once again, that will add the field, and it will automatically enable it and require it. And we'll go ahead and keep that. Now the exact same process is done for the recipient form, or what's on the sharing page. And once again, the first the first 3 pieces of information are required by our system. Their first name, last name, and email address. Those are the things we need in order to accept them as a share. So those are there and they're grayed out, so you cannot disable them, and they are required. But the others, the address, city, state, and zip, are there, and you can disable them if you wish. Let's say we're going to go ahead and disable all of those, because we don't want that information even showing. But we do want to say, have you ever joined it? Have you ever belonged to a gym? So, belong to a gym. And this time, let's make it a drop-down. And again, we separate it by a comma. Yes, no, and save. Now that we've set up our customized form fields, let's check them out. Let's go to our Fusion Gym site, and let's go home to the welcome page. And I'm going to go ahead and click Share Now. And here we are. Here is our new customer sign-in page, where we have first name, last name, email, and password as required, address, city, state, and zip as not required. The birthday is missing. Are you satisfied with our class schedule? Yes or no, not required. And what do you think of Fusion Gym? So let's go ahead and we'll just go ahead and fill all that information out so we can get to the next page. Can't seem to spell my name today. And are you satisfied with our class schedule? I'm going to go ahead and answer that question. And what do you think of Fusion Gym? It is great. Click Submit. And now it's going to take us to our sharing page, which here's something interesting. So as you can see, the additional fields are not visible, although they are visible if you click this little arrow that goes down. However, someone may not realize that's there, but if any of the additional fields are required, the moment they put their cursor in, it will automatically open up so the person realizes that they have to answer the other question. All right, so we're going to just make this one Jane Doe. And have you ever belonged to a gym? Yes or no? And let's see. Let's go ahead and add another email address in here and click send. And now that person has filled in that information. Now all this great, these great form fields are very helpful, but if you don't have the answers, then it may not be so helpful. So just to complete the process, what you need to do in order to access this information is to go over to the reports page. And in real time, as you can see, no time has really elapsed since we went ahead and filled out that information. We're going to go over to the reporting page, and in the export results section, we're going to export the customers. And we're going to open up the Excel spreadsheet that we get returned to us. And we're going to see, okay, so we have what was normally collected, the first name, last name. Actually, these are the people we did earlier. Let's go down to the last one. And we've never put in any of the address information. However, here, are you satisfied with our class schedule? Yes. And what do you think of Fusion Gym? It is great. So this information is really great if you want to learn more about your customers, or if you want to qualify the people that they're sharing with by having them answer some questions that maybe you can use in follow-up marketing and sales calls, or even if it's just profiling to see what people like and don't like. So this was a feature that a lot of our customers had asked for, and we're happy to provide it. Okay, so that's how you use the customized form fields. Again, if you want to find out more information about some of the other features there are, please go to the Get Started page and watch the other tutorials. Thanks.